JJ McCarthy, this ain't pretty, bro. JJ McCarthy, he stinks right now, guys, for the Minnesota Vikings. He stinks. He stinks right now. Right now. Let's look at the last 5 games he's played in. He's been injured for most of the season, but let's look at the last 5 games he played in. So, Green Bay Packers this past Sunday, 87 yards, 2 picks, 34.2 quarterback rating. Chicago Bears, 150 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks, 47.7 rating. Baltimore Ravens, 248 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks, 54.5 rating. Detroit Lions, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 82.6 rating. Atlanta Falcons, 158 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, 37.5 rating. The kid is 929 yards, 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 57.6 passer rating. You can't win games with this kid. He stinks. It's that simple. Another stat, JJ McCarthy now ranks 851 out of 852 in EPA per dropback among qualified passers since 2000, quoted Trey Media. The only player below JJ McCarthy is Jamarcus Russell. And we all know how Jamarcus Russell stunk it up for the Oakland Raiders. We all know how that panned out for him. You do not want to be in the same conversation with Jamarcus Russell, JJ McCarthy. You're playing horrible. You're not. You're playing for the other team, son. And even the Chicago Bears game, I praise you at the end of the game. I praise Kevin O'Connell because it don't matter who Kevin O'Connell have quarterback. He's going to get the most out of them, whether it's Carson Wentz, whether it's for a stretch for one game. I think Wentz played pretty solid, but whether it's Sam Darnold, whether it's Joshua Dobbs coming in for a few games and playing decent, whether it's Kirk Cousins or whoever for that matter. I always thought Kevin O'Connell is a pretty damn good offensive head coach. I like Kevin O'Connell, but right now, it looked like this kid is unfixable. His mechanics are terrible. He doesn't know how to step up in the pocket. Even on deep throws, you're staying stationary on your legs. Step up into the pocket, son, and make a confident deep throw. That'd be Jordan Love problem. Jordan Love problem, he be throwing the damn ball off his back foot. Trying to throw 15, 20-yard lasers. Son, you're throwing it off your back foot. That's why you're getting all these damn picks every 5 minutes. But back to McCarthy, poor mechanics. Doesn't have good mechanics. He's not seeing the field. Even the damn Bears game in week 1, the first 3 quarters, it was terrible. It's like every time he got under center in shotgun against the Bears, the guy is taking off 1 second into the play breaking down. I'm like, every drop back pass he had at week 1 that Bears game, and I watched that game. He's not even going through progressions. He's just tucking and running immediately. The pocket wasn't even breaking down half the time. He just tucking and running. Sit, wait till routes develop, and make plays. And that's what Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell trying to push the ball, be aggressive in passing game. Get these deep crosses coming in with Jefferson or Hockenson or Addison. You gotta rip it in his offense, son. You can't keep checking down Charlie and it's like when you are taking your chances, you're missing guys from inaccuracy. Then the times when you have somebody open, where you had Jefferson coming on a comeback route, I think the Packers game, he's open. You're looking on the other side, checking it down to the running back. You're not seeing the field well. Now, I do think that Vikings fans are fed up with him. They're ready for Max Bronsmer this weekend. McCarthy's not playing because he's in concussion protocol, and I do not want to see McCarthy out there for his sake against the Seattle Seahawks anyway. I think it's best for him to sit and let somebody else go through that gauntlet of a defense they have up there with Seattle. And it's just frustrating because the same Vikings fans are looking at Sam Darnold this weekend, wishing that, man, we would have ran it back. We wish we would have ran it back with him. But now the fan base is clamoring for this Max Bronsmer kid, and it's funny to me how fans work, bro. And it's like all 32 fan bases do this shit. Everybody, we all do this. It's like you prop up McCarthy when he get drafted. You prop him up, right? Which he should have never been in first, right? McCarthy was, to me, third round talent at best, playing under Jim Harbaugh defense and that running back with Blake Corum, and they were just stacked. You know, all he had to do was just sit there and be a high-end role player and not screw games up. That's what made him a winner, bro. Like, just not screw the game up and just make the efficient plays. But back to my point, it's funny how this shit work. We prop him up. Some certain parts of the Vikings fan base, we prop up McCarthy. He's the guy. We made the right decision on getting Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold stunk it up the Rams game. So get his ass out of there. Some parts of the Vikings fan base, right? And we made the right decision. After the Bears game, they win. They beat the Bears after the comeback week 1 victory. We made the right decision. He the guy. I told y'all we was right. I told you Kevin O'Connor was right. We all right. The same people that was doing that shit are the same people that's tearing him down, telling him he stinks. Let's get the Max Bronsman kid. The same people are now saying that the Max Bronsman is about to light it up, go on the run, about to save the season. Because Max Bronsman made 3, 4, 5 plays in fucking preseason against practice squad defense. Max Bronsman ain't saving your season, bro. And all you're going to do is toss Max Bronsman to the wayside. Just like you're doing JJ McCarthy. You're going to toss him to the wayside when he don't meet your expectations. That's what's going to happen. And I'm not saying you're right or wrong. If the kid's not playing well, they ain't playing well. But to put all of that pressure on the next kid, for all you're going to do is just tear him down and toss him to the roadside like trash. That's what we living in now. We don't have 2025 NFL. They don't have fan bases and coaches, and not necessarily coaches, because I think coaches want to stick with these kids, but they get so pressured from fan bases and media to bench them. I don't believe in benching these kids a rookie season. JJ McCarthy's practically in a rookie season, but I can't make excuses for the kid this season. Usually if you say it's bad, like Caleb Williams or Drake May last season, going through some rookie growing pains, but it wasn't terrible. What JJ McCarthy's putting up is awful. This is awful. You're averaging 37 rated. You're averaging NBA points. Kobe scoring 37 points per game with your quarterback rating. That's how bad it is, bro. That is terrible. I can't make excuses for this. But in the same sense, you don't want to, it's like you don't want to give up on these kids just yet. Not even a full year into his first season playing NFL football. Josh Allen had poor mechanics coming in. And he had to go through that. He had to stomach that his first season. You got to let these kids fight it out at least a year, man, before you start sending them on a bench for... It's not like you sending them on a bench like Bryce Young with Andy Dalton or Joe Flacco sitting on the bench to where, okay, big guy, let's get you on the sideline. Let's let you hold the clipboard for a few games. Let you analyze the game from sitting on the sideline, watching the game, watching Joe Flacco, watching Andy Dalton. Just watching, just sit and relax. Let you process the game a little bit different. Let it slow down on you for the sideline so when you get ready to get your chance, you're going to know what to do with it. And Bryce Young showed some promise. And guess what? Bryce Young is right back to where he left off, stinking up the joint. And that's why I'm not the big component on benching these kids. Let them fight through that shit. Let them fight through that. Let them get through that. Jared Goff had to get through that. Peyton Manning had to get through that. Fight through that. The best experience you're going to learn is being on the field. You're not making the playoffs anyway. Like, you're not. It's over. There's no way y'all catching up like that. The NFC is too deep, and you're fourth in the tough NFC North division right now. You're not catching up. Let him go through his growing pains when he come back off injury. And you're sitting him down for another young kid. That's a bad sign if Kevin O'Connor do that. Now, he's not officially benched yet. Just yet, guys. He's injured this weekend. But when he get back, let the kid get his job back, because that's not a good sign that Kevin O'Connor bench him for another young guy. That's not a good sign. That's different if you bench him for a Joe Flacco veteran or whatever and let him get some mentorship. That's not a pretty sign. But quite frankly, bro, when you putting up numbers, I can't make no excuses for them to do it to you, bro. I can't even make no excuses for you, bro. You're playing for the other team. And I want all these kids to win, man. I want all these guys to figure it out. Well, that's how the NFL works. Not everybody gonna figure it out. You don't look like you know how to read a defense. You look like you process very slow for a Vikings offense that has everything catered to you. Now, I will say this. The offensive line this year for the Vikings has been deplorable. I mean, they got Carson Wentz killed. The offensive line hasn't been good. Just this weekend, Darnold, one of the best offensive linemen in the game, he got whooped around from Micah Parsons and Gary. The whole offensive line did. And I always say, man, you don't ever want to put your young quarterback that's trying to figure it out with bad offensive line play. Usually that don't go well. Unless these quarterbacks like Joe Burrow that's just one in generational to move past bad offensive line play. But the average quarterback that's coming in, a young quarterback internally in his rookie year, they don't figure it out. But they're stuck. The Vikings are backed up in the corner because, yeah, we didn't fare well in the playoffs last season against the Rams, but you come back, run this shit back with Darnold, maybe you could do something this year in the playoffs and probably make some noise and go in a Super Bowl run, because the Vikings internally, coming in the season, you thought they was going to take the next step. But now you have a young quarterback that's been playing bad with players, they ready to go. Justin Jefferson, he ready to go. He ready to go to the big dance. Harrison Smith, he's getting older. Andrew Van Ginkel, he's a dominant pass rusher. They ready to go. Kevin O'Connell, they ready to. Team coming in was ready to go. Obviously, that's not the case right now, but they're stuck, and I don't know what they do next season with the quarterback. I think you keep him, but I think they probably need to take a look at Mac Jones and see what he can do, and so JJ McCarthy can compete for this job next season. But this is not going to be a good sign for your superstar Hall of Fame caliber receiver with Jefferson coming in another year. I could tell you, because the way Jefferson, this year, he's been very frustrated with quarterback play this season. Very frustrated. And we saw the same dance with another Hall of Fame receiver that played in Minnesota. We don't need to name his name. We all know who I'm talking about. So this shit wears thin with these superstar receivers waiting on quarterback development. These kids, they would be ready to go. But my whole thesis of everything, man, I know it's been bad for them right now, but I want these kids to get development, man. I'm not for benching them right away, but I'm not mad at Vikings fans if they feel like he needs to sit down, because it's not just normal like rookie growing pains. This is not the thing he's showing, guys, is literally, it don't even look like you need to be in the NFL. It don't even look like you're a backup, bro, the numbers you're giving out there. But we'll see what they do with Seattle. Hopefully Max Brunson can save the day, but 9 times out of 10, guys, these backup quarterbacks ain't saving no fucking day. I can tell you that right now. It's like they propping this guy up like he the next Tom Brady, bro. 9 times 10, they don't come save the day. They backups for a reason. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Max Brunson can prove some of us wrong like myself, but I'm out.